And welcome all to Joy and Ralph Ellis Stadium for the Irving Game of the Week, pitting the J.J. Pearce Mustangs against the Irving Nimitz Vikings. And it's homecoming, everybody. Along with me, I'm Jim Dixon, and along with me is John Nelson.
Well, Jim, tonight's J.J. Pearce coming off a 30-28 win over Irving. MacArthur came down to about the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game. There you see the Mustangs overall 3-5, 2-3 in district play. The Nimitz Vikings coming off a 63-14 loss to Lake Highlands. As you see the entrance for the homecoming Vikings of Irving Nimitz. But Jim, the Vikings, they like to run the ball. They only attempted one pass last week, but that's been the motive all year. They run the ball. They do it with a medley of Javon Woolfolk and Cole Wallace. That's the 1-2 punch. As you see, the Nimitz Vikings, coached by Anthony Small, in year number 4, J.J. Pearce, that spread offense. They can run, they can throw. They come in averaging 19 points a game. Nimitz allows 49. So the onus on the Viking defense tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And J.J. Pearce, they're really looking to win out and see if they can get in some good fortune up above the bracket for them and end up having something to say about this District 7 6A playoff as they qualify as a 4th team. Nimitz really is just kind of putting it together for next year, and you want to see these guys, get buy-off from the kids and be able to produce.
So J.J. Pearce kicks off. The fair catch indicated inside the 30-yard line. So the Nimitz Vikings will go on offense first. There's Steven Gonzalez, the senior kicker for J.J. Pearce. Mustangs giving up 30 a game. And J.J. Pearce, the defensive line, they're small, right about 250. From the 25, that's where the Vikings begin. Cole Wallace, just 1 of 1 for 12 yards last week. It was Javon Woolfolk who had the 2 touchdowns for the Vikings. Landon Taiwaner late in getting on, number 25. But Woolfolk with touchdown runs of 54 and over 60. This is he. Over the right side, he's stacked up after a gain of about 1. Number 55, Luis Fuente, there to make the initial stop.
Yeah, Woolfolk came wide, found that open up on that inside seam and cut up very quickly and ran into a host of Mustangs. But you'll see these guys. I love this offense. They attack the ball. They attack the line of scrimmage.
2nd and long. And not much. It's clogged up after a 2-yard pickup. Jalen Harris. It was Harris who had the long touchdown run against Richardson earlier this year. There's the O-line for Nimitz. It anchored by Nathan Mullinex. Gomez and Gaudian of the guards. 3rd and about 7. Woolfolk gets to the edge. First down yardage 40. Close to the 45. On 3rd and 7, Nimitz collects its first down, Jim.
Yeah, that was a tasty little pitch, and Woolfolk got outside. Really never got north and south, but had enough edge outside of the hash mark to go upfield, but didn't really get north and south.
15 yards on the pickup. They scrimmage from their own 44. Full house backfield. The ball almost came loose, but Jalen Harris able to surround it, and maybe a loss of a half a yard.
Yeah, and Pearce is, on the defensive side, Pearce has not mastered, but certainly has a look inside of what they want to do to break up this offense. But they got to swarm the line of scrimmage and get it before it turns into something big.
Loss of a yard, first man through, and he is stoned. Nothing at all. It'll bring up 3rd and long. Now, Pearce did give up a ton of yards on the ground last week. They gave up over 200 in that win over MacArthur.
But they are punching the line and forcing Nimitz back, and Nimitz has to counter. They gotta win that 3 yards each side of the ball.
3rd and 11. The backs are split. Play action. Cole Wallace rolls out. Possession short pass. Caught at the 45 and then thrown back is Wolfolk. May have gotten to the 45. But a nice, safe, short possession pass, but not enough to pick up a first down. It is 4th and long.
No, not at all. And you see Wolfolk come back on that and just kind of the wrong play at the wrong time, but certainly got it generated upfield.
Jeremiah Lyons made the stop. He's a two-way player. Had over 100 tackles last year. Plays safety on defense. And a running back on offense. Here's the Viking punt. It's sliced to the near side, goes out of bounds near the 40-yard line of J.J. Pearce as they mark off the angle. It may be less than that.
Yeah, they're gonna prance that up quite a bit and just kind of mentally rushed on the punt. And he had plenty of time and no pressure.
Got to spot it at the 42-yard line. We'll see if it's Lambert or Waddle as the starting quarterback. And it is Kyler Lambert, the sophomore, the coach's son, number 14. He is getting the start. From the 42, Lambert turns, handoff, 5. That's Lyons, and Lyons down the near side may take it all the way, and he does. Jeremiah Lyons on the handoff. 58 yards on the touchdown run.
Yeah, Lyons came out wide on the line of scrimmage, cut up, and there was Kendall King stopped and really kind of had to work back on his heels. Kind of felt like he had contained and had to come back to get the stop, and just Lyons blew past him.
Lyons had a 50-yard touchdown scamper last week. And Steven Gonzalez will try to make it 7-0. It is up and it is good as the J.J. Pearce Mustangs, following the short Nimitz punt, goes long distance, 58 yards. Jeremiah Lyons takes it to the house.
Yeah, see Lyons cut outside here. It just stonewalled the Nimitz defender, and just as soon as he made that clear, he was gone.
He does it all on defense, and one of the faster players on the team at 5'9", 185. So Pearce comes in averaging 19. It's already 7-0. Gives you that kind of a jump step. Got around the defender for Nimitz, the linebacker, and then the chase is on. And Barron giving it the desperation stop, but a little bit too late, number 9.
Well, now, on the J.J. Pearce sideline, you kind of feel like at this point you're playing with house money a little bit. And you can relax, and Lambert's really getting the start as he's obviously the future, but certainly caretaking on this, and they want to see what they can generate.
J.J. Pearce, a playoff team last year, went 9-3, 6-1 in district play. Gonzalez. And it is another short, compressed kickoff, kind of another directional kickoff, and caught easily at the 30 by Hayden Vinson. So possession number 2 upcoming for the Vikings, trailing 7-0.
And again, I love this offense. I love the approach, and with the slot T, you break the huddle, you come out, you attack the line of scrimmage, and you go, and it's Sonny Dykes old style. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. You got to stop me, and just unable to really generate any kind of consistency.
Nathan Mullenix out over the ball. Here's the toss to Wolfolk, and he is stacked up 2-3, and then shoved back for good measure. Will Miltonberger over the top, number 0, and no gain at all for the senior running back Javon Wolfolk.
Yeah, and what you're seeing is these Pearce secondary. They're selling out on the run. They're up a couple of steps. They're containing for the pass, but they are selling out on the run and just just a benefit to them.
2nd and 10. Josh Flores comes in, number 8. Handoff, and again, negative yardage piled up. Number 99, Edward Diaz at 6'4" and 300. He's a road grader and hard to move aside. It's a loss of a couple of yards.
Yeah, John, that's a big kid. I don't know how, his picture weighs 5 pounds. That's a big kid.
Number 99, the nose guard for J.J. Pearce. I said a loss of 2. It's 3rd and 9. They continue to go to the ground and pound it, and Woolfolk crosses a 35, maybe to 36, and another 3 and out for the Nimitz Vikings.
Yeah, Woolfolk's getting a lot of getting some yards, but I mean it's right after the line of scrimmage, and he's having to work for it.
And when he gets to the line, I mean he's outnumbered, Jim, like 3-1.
Yeah, it's they gotta push that other side of the line and win that 3 yards, but. That's a relatively young line.
Mm-hmm. Omar Molina, number 29, in punt formation. Jamison back deep for Pearce. Retreats, up with a hand, takes a high hop, and secured at the 26-yard line. So Pearce with its 2nd possession. They start from their own 26, just underway. Week number 9 of the 2025 high school football season. Winding down to the regular season end. Pearce last year in the playoffs, they beat Arlington High and then lost to Denton Geyer in the area round.
That's a long list of people who've lost to Denton Geyer.
Geyer's just as solid as they come with Ryan and that Denton ISD from the 26. 1st and 10. Lambert remains the signal caller. He will keep it on the option. Looking for daylight. Lambert runs out of bounds at about the 33.
Yeah, Lambert got just wide of contained there, and that the end sold out on the run and just couldn't get there quick enough.
31 seniors, 30 juniors, and 13 sophomores. Up the middle, this is Jeremiah Lyons. Lyons close to the 38. Should have enough, and he does by 1.5 yards for a first down.
Yeah, Lyons is finding those holes, and he's getting north and south, gets his head down.
Running behind Brady Servin at 6'6" and 250. 1st and 10 at the 38. Throws and a little bit too tall, intended for Anchikoski, who was drilled as soon as he went skyward.
Well, I think the receiver wasn't tall enough.
Short. Wyatt Walters, number 22. In as a wide receiver. 2nd and 10 from the 38. Lambert will keep it. Slides to the outside, crosses a 45, and lunges to the 46.
Yeah, Lambert is just he's not really real explosive off the line, but he's picking up his blockers, good vision, and getting cuddled up behind those guys.
Yeah, they come up quick to the line from the 45. 3rd and 5, motion. The Vikings may have jumped first. Free play. Lambert throws deep down the rail. It is caught in bounds. That's number 20, Will Grimsley.
Yeah, Grimsley. I mean, knew he had a go route and got where he needed to be. He just won the last 2 steps of the route.
So a huge pickup all the way down to the Viking 30, and again they come up quick to the line and ready to run this play. From the 30, it's a running play to the near side. Oh, Lambert will throw and leads his receiver by about 1.5 yards at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Lambert turned the corner, never really got his feet back under him after that turn, and kind of cast that ball a little long.
Well, last year it was Presley Harper who threw for about 1,000,000 yards, all-state quarterback. They lost 4 key receivers and most of their offense production from last year, but they got Got a pretty good nucleus going here. 2nd and 10, Lambert. He will throw, caught, Lions. Lions sheds one, and Lions toss to the turf at the 18. It's a first down.
Yeah, and that Nimitz line bit on that screen and just weren't able to get back in. That linebacker core was already in backpedal, and that's what cost him the extra 7.
1st and 10 from the 18, Lions. Lions plow straight ahead, still surge, and is stacked up at about the 9. But, Jim, you can see the chase is on to try to slow down Lions. The chase is on to try to get to Lambert. Just not enough bodies.
Yeah, I think you're a couple of athletes short, but certainly you can make it up. But Lions, that kid is something else.
Lions from 9 yards out, and it's now 13-0 on a 74-yard drive.
Yeah, I think probably 7 Nimitz players had a hand on him, and Lions, that kid's solid. He's a solid ball player.
Touchdown coming less than 4 minutes after the previous Lions run. Steven Gonzalez up and good like the previous extra point, and now it is a 14-0 J.J. Pearce lead over the Vikings, who have had to punt it twice on their first 2 possessions.
Well, and God, from the Nimitz standpoint, you want to produce on special teams. You want to be able to do that. You want to be able to steal a possession here and there and maybe claw back into this. But if you're going to play them straight up, you got to convert on defense or on offense rather. And Nimitz hasn't really done that early in the game. Couple of good runs, but nothing consistent.
No offensive line, just doing a number on the Irving front four. Joseph Ruby and Brady Servin and Matthew Landers. And a 14-0 lead here on homecoming night. J.J. Pearce gave you their record last year. They were 6-4 a couple of years ago. Jarrett Lambert, the head coach in his 4th year, succeeded David Collins at J.J. Pearce. See if Gonzalez will give it the full windup or execute one of those little pop flies. And like the previous 2, it is shored up with a hand and secured at the 26 by Hayden Benson. But now, Jim, they got to get something going, trailing 14-0, and try to open up and find a porous spot, if you can, in the Pearce defense.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to win the little game, win the next snap, win the next possession, and work from those kind of short footings and see what you can generate from the Irving Nimitz side.
Pearce won this game last year 35-13. Also won the game 2 years ago 50-28. So here we go, 1st and 10 at their own 26. The toss and backing in close to the 29. Just trying to make the most of it after a 3-yard pickup. Number 10, Jalen Harris. Harris, a sophomore, one of 8 on the varsity roster. 7 seniors, 20 juniors, and a couple of freshmen.
Yeah, I mean, Harris did a great job blowing up through the hole. Just got his arm drug around, got turned around, but he made hay with what he could backing in. I'd like to see him get his belly button facing the end zone, see what he can do.
2nd and 7. Full house backfield, second man through, trying to squeeze through some yardage and a gain of about 3. Number 2, Javon Woolfolk. Had a great game earlier in the year against Sam Houston. 18 carries, 169 yards, and 1 touchdown, but they're wearing him down.
He can carry the load, and you can go to him every play, but he can't take that punishment play in, play out. You got to work around that.
Around the 34 and smothered. And no gain at all. Lester Velasquez came in, number 44. We saw him a couple of weeks ago. Sophomore they brought up. So it brings up 4th and needing a couple. 4th and 2 from their own 34. And number 8 hustles in, Josh Flores. We've got time for getting this play off with 10 left on the clock. 4th and 2. Hand off, and they've got it to the 40. And Nimitz with his first down of the game.
Yeah, and Harris just cuddled up behind that near side line, and they just pushed forward. I think if they could get into that second area, they kind of have that size advantage where they could just push their way through, but they got to get second level.
Harris running behind number 44, Velasquez. And Wolfolk hit hard as soon as he got the handoff, and 2-3 now. Another Mustang up, Nate Kinder. Gain of a yard. From the 41, 2nd and 9. Again, Nimitz coming off of a loss to Lake Highlands. They opened up the year August 29th, right here against the same Houston Texans. 2nd and 9. And hold everything. We had a marker dropped on the near side of legal procedure. There's a referee tonight, Xavier Velasquez. And our first penalty of the night. There's the rest of the officiating crew tonight, week number 9. Fast-moving first quarter inside of 2 minutes. Landon Tywater comes on, number 25. 2nd and needing close to 15. From the 36. It's a pass. Cole Wallace rolls out, evades one, but can't get away from number 4, Brody Ross. Dropped at about the 27. Ross, a senior, outside linebacker.
Yeah, Wallace evaded here, got wide, and just ran into a host of Mustangs. Good pursuit on the ball from J.J. Pearce to work wide, stretch that line, and just took the play off took the pass off the plate.
Sets up 3rd and 22. Winding down to a minute to go in the initial quarter. Inside handoff, Javon Wolfolk 40, and thrown down at the 43. It's going to leave him about 8 yards shy.
But nice little gain. Very explosive through that hole and didn't run into any traffic second level and just accelerated.
Ethan Jamison, number 11, with a takedown. Brings up 4th and 8. More time left on the game clock than the play clock. Play clock down to 8. On 4th and 8 at their own 42. I formation. Play action. Wallace throws and just overshoots Wolfolk, who was wide open at midfield.
Yeah, Wolfolk kind of got stymied there on that out. And then when he came up, the ball was already in the air. But I think got a little early release on it.
So the Mustangs have held. They take over at the Nimitz Viking 42. Sophomore Kyler Lambert running the show tonight. Inside receiver is Lions, number 1. Well, they got a stack receiver to the left, 4 of them. He goes the other way. Caught at the 30. Inside the 25 and a first down to the 23. A lot of action to the left. It went to the right. And the pass hauled in by Josh DeVadas. And that brings the close to quarter number 1. It's a Mustang Stampede leading Nimitz 14-0 back with the start of the second quarter right after this.
I like
You know. First and 10 from the Nimitz Viking 23. Lambert swings it out wide open, caught 20, 15, 10, inside the 5 and butted out of bounds hard. Number 44, Christian Stanley on the reception.
Yeah, nobody from that linebacking core went out with him. Nobody to pick him up, and he was just out there all by himself.
Easiest pass play, a quarterback and half. First and goal at the 2. Lambert turns, hands it off. Lyons with a hat trick, his 3rd rushing touchdown. From 2 yards out, he finds pay dirt. And the Mustangs up the ante to now 20-0. Second play of the second quarter.
Yeah, Pearce is just running away, and Nimitz needs to do something small to get the momentum going.
Out of the hole of Evan Rosenberry, the extra point is true and through, and now it is a 21-0 J.J. Pearce lead. 3 possessions and 3 scores and 3 touchdowns for number 1, Jeremiah Lyons.
Again, just wide out on the flat, and nobody there to pick him up.
Shoved out of bounds by Cordell DeGreat, and then from 2 yards out. Well, they returned 37 Letterman this year. They had 5 returners back on offense, 7 on defense. And again, a team that went 9-3 last year, and as Jim said, fighting for a playoff spot. Lake Highlands leading the district. Berkner and Richardson tied for second. You got Pearce. If they win tonight, they'd go to 3-3. Try to get some new life here at the end of the regular season.
Yeah, Pearce really needs somebody to kick in and upset the apple cart with Jesuit.
Cordell DeGreat and Javon Woolfolk back deep. And Steven Gonzalez, kicker, likes to be busy, and he has been this first half. Wear him out. Another short kickoff, sails out of bounds, and Nimitz will get some very, very beneficial field position here on their drive.
Get that little 5-yard kicker there.
There are the district standings in 7-6A. Lake Highlands, Richardson, Berkner, and the Jesuit Rangers. Last year, Jesuit, Richardson, Lake Highlands, and Pearce, the 4 playoff teams. So here we go, Nimitz from their own 30 as the kickoff went out of bounds. Wide right, Landon Tywater, number 25. Up to the line, Wallace, quick handoff. A nice run. This is Jalen Harris, and Harris crosses a 35.
Yeah, Harris comes in and gets second level, just just kind of bounced off his blockers in front of him and finds that open space. And backside pursuit brought him down as he was getting his engines going.
9-yard run on first down for the sophomore. Again, had a 75-yard touchdown run against Richardson earlier. Here's Javon Woolfolk, first down 45. Woolfolk close to midfield and has a first down, number 31 on the takedown, Wyatt Haspel.
And I like how the Vikings are coming out and on this play. They kind of feel like they got their back to the wall and they're playing. Those are two outstanding drives or outstanding carries right there.
Able to get around number 52, defensive lineman for J.J. Pearce. First and 10 from midfield. Number 10, a couple of yards to the 48, Jalen Harris. Led by 3 Mustangs. Lucas Thomas among them, number 8.
Yeah, again, just nothing happening on that line where Pearce is really shutting things down in these lanes and making them work side to side, and nothing for Nimitz to work with, and they're getting caught off the line of scrimmage, and those large gains are gone, and they need to figure out what to do.
That's Diaz, number 99 at 6'4" and 300. 2nd and 8. Strong side left, goes to the right, and Wallace to the 45. 3rd and needing 5. Cole Wallace, again, one of 7 seniors.
I'd like to think that's a read, but it happens so fast. It's just a fake handoff. He can't really identify what's going on in front of him, and he's just pulling it out. But nice gain from Wallace to turn the corner.
3rd and a nickel. They had 217 yards of rushing last week, did the Viking offense. Javon Woolfolk bounces to the outside, has a first down to the 39.
Yeah, Woolfolk, I mean, coming off kind of feeling a stinger there, and looks like he's staying in, but nice little gain from him off this edge.
Oh, that's a nice hit on the backside, number 11, Jamison. Got all shoulder. So it's 1st and 10, Nimitz at the J.J. Pearce 39, trailing 21-0. Javon Woolfolk up the middle and slides for about 3.
Yeah, he kind of took his foot out on that cut, but I like the pressure off the line is winning now. Woolfolk's having a place to work, having to identify that, and unfortunately his foot slid out from under him on that cut. That
shoulder may be bothering him, the left shoulder, kind of grimacing and holding it as he heads back to the huddle. 2nd and 7. Number 20 with a handoff as a pile gets to the 30, or number 10, beg your pardon. It was a 20 blocking Harris behind Hornbuckle. And it is a first down.
Yeah, Harris just lined up and found that hole right in front of him, went up and generated that first down.
Again, we'll have halftime activities on this homecoming night for Irving Nimitz. We'll have a game tomorrow night as well. 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's a toss to Javon, trying to get to the outside, now reverses. Looking, is chased and dropped. Number 4 able to track him down, Brody Ross. Boy, Jim, he's got at least 11 carries tonight. I mean, he's got double digits in handoffs.
Yeah, and he's working, and he runs out of space on this, cuts back, and they had the backside, and that linebacker snuck in on him and pulled him down by his jersey, but if he could have got clear of that, he had a little bit of room to work with.
Huge loss all the way back to the 43. 2nd and a mile, 2nd and 24. Play clock down to 4. They get it off, And guess who? This is number 20, Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle pulled down at the 31. Good-looking junior running back this year, Kenji Hornbuckle.
Yeah, Hornbuckle, nice little carry, cut outside. Felt that thing open up for him and scrapes along. Identifies pursuit, nice stiff arm.
Able to make the most of it. Ryden Brown able to catch up with him, number 21. So it's 3rd and 14. That's a 10-yard pickup for number 20. Inside of 6 minutes. Play action. Wallace, middle deep, has a man wide open at the 5, and number 2 waltzes in Javon Woolfolk.
They completely lost Javon Woolfolk. He was down there, settled into space, and just had to turn around and eyeball that into his hands.
So the Vikings on the board with 5:50 to go in the first half. A 70-yard drive as they now kind of concerned with Woolfolk, number 2 getting attention. Number 29, Omar Molina on the point after touchdown. It is good, so just inside the left upright. And the Nimitz Vikings make it a 21-7 game.
Yeah, and that's a nice possession, nice maintenance on the ball. Got behind themselves a couple of times, didn't get down, kept driving, kept pushing the ball upfield, and a good drive from Nimitz.
30-plus yards.
How do you lose track of that kid?
Man, he was wide open.
He's one you inventory. You got to know where he is at all times.
He's a marked man just like Lyons is for Pearce. You know, look at that. 10 yards in front of number 31, the safety. And an easy touchdown. So a touchdown toss for Wallace and a reception for Javon Woolfolk. Nimitz scoring on his 4th possession. 5:50 to go in the half. This is our 43rd consecutive year of bringing you football on ICT, and no one in the state of Texas has consecutive years of football like ICTN, whether it's an over-the-air channel, a cable channel, a streaming service. 43 consecutive years, the longest streak in the state of continuous football. This one goes out of bounds at about the 5. As we said, week number 9, playoffs just a couple of weeks away. But Nimitz, they want more. They get a nice drive of 70 yards. And here's J.J. Pearce, possession number 4. Let's see where they mark it. It went out. I'm going to put it at the 25. Okay.
And here's where you talk to your defensive core, and you're going, guys, you got to steal the ball. You got to turn the possession. You got to do something, and get us the ball back. And that that's the hardest part about the team. You can't sit over there and watch offense do everything. And on that last drive,
Jeremiah Lyons stacked up at the 31, still struggling to squeeze out another half a yard. 3 touchdowns tonight for Lyons, 58, 9, and 2 yards the distance. 2nd and 9 from the 31. The sophomore wants to put it up. Little screen pass out in the flat, caught by number 22, straight ahead, first down yardage. Number 22, Wyatt Walters. And a fumble and a turnover. How about that? Josiah Ford.
Just like we were talking. Nice stop, nice strip.
Yeah. There's Walters. And then jarred loose by number 31, who got a fist on it. Damian Lopez. It ends up into the arms of Messiah Ford.
Messiah Ford said, if you're not going to take care of it, I will, and grabbed it to the ground. I like seeing these guys dive on that thing, and that's what Nimitz needed right there.
So a turnover as Nimitz takes over at the Pearce 43. Trailing 21-7 on homecoming night. Wallace, first man through. That's number 10, Jalen Harris, and Harris shoved back. See where they give him his progress spot. Should be at about the 39. And it is. Gain of 4 inside of 5 minutes. 5th possession for Nimitz. Second and needing 6. Working from right to left. Averaging 14 points a game. Offensive line is set. And Javon dragged down by number 3, Luke Casagrande, right there to pull him down.
Yeah, Wolfick took the handoff and just could not clear. And Casagrande came in, wrapped him up, grabbed that leg, and brought him down. But if Wolfick could have got clear of him, he had a little bit of room to work with.
It's a loss of 2, 3rd down and 8. 40 checks out. That's Kevin Rodriguez. 3rd and needing 8. Wide left, Landon Tywater, number 25. Here's a 3rd down play. It's a running play. 1st down, 25. 20. Inside the 10 and shoved out of bounds, Jalen Harris. So Harris makes it 1st and goal Vikings. This following the Pearce fumble.
Well, not just that, they looked the other way on this block in the back right there. He pulled off on it, and I think the back judge looked and went, oh, that's the quarterback. Never mind.
Yeah, Cole Wallace kind of a little gentle shove in the back. 1st and goal from the 9. Backs are split. Wallace, he'll hand off. That's Harris again, and Harris shoved back. May have gotten to the 6.
And Cole Wallace on that handoff, he stumbled after the handoff. So you're seeing the tight constraints that they're working on this line, and Nimitz in the immediate is winning that 3 yards.
Got a player down for Nimitz, maybe an offensive lineman. So Nimitz has a man down at the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal with 3:37 to go in the first half. Nimitz will close out the regular season right here on November the 7th as they play host to the Jesuit Rangers. We saw Jesuit twice this year, and that's what Nimitz has remaining after tonight's. It'll be District 7 6A against District 8 6A in the first round of the playoffs. Over in District 8 6A, it's South Grand Prairie, Bowie, Haltom, and Lamar, your 4 teams in contention. Aaron Alcala shaken up, number 62. But Nimitz with a 2nd and goal. There's head coach Anthony Small in year number 4. Igniting his team here from the 6-yard line. Not quite set. So here we go. Play clock has started. 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide right, Flores. I formation. Javon Wolfolk to the outside, and did he get to the pylon? He did. From 6 yards out, able to step just inside that pylon. Goes down hard. But his 2nd rushing touchdown.
Yeah, he never got north and south heading to that edge. Good athletic move to get himself around that. But I mean, in this little small snippet of the game, Nimitz has a lot to hang their hat on, and they can build from that.
Take advantage of the fumble recovery. Omar Molina, his extra point is good. It is now a 21-14 game. 43 yards on that short drive.
And John, the key thing is the momentum came to this sideline. You know, that's all you need in this game. I mean, these kids are high school kids. They're manic. You don't know what you're going to get one day to the next. But certainly, if you have momentum on your side, you can build from that.
Nice slick handoff by Wallace. Went right hand, went left hand, gave it into the belly of Wolfolk. And able to find pay dirt. Rolls over kind of hard. He has been a workhorse for the Vikings, but they pulled it within 7.
Yeah, he just never really got north and south, but stretching that line out and ended up where he was, outstanding athleticism.
18 carries, 160 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week. 2 scores tonight, and he is gassed. So Anthony Small, new life now 21-14. And Omar Molina set to kick off. One hop, 2 hops. The chase is on. Number 27 trying to track it down, and at about the 25, it's secured. Everett Lynn was in retreat mode, number 27, and able to get to it first.
Yeah, and anytime you're looking at the back of numbers, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Nice execution. So 1st and 10, J.J. Pearce. Mark it at the 25. That's where they started their last drive before the fumble. So can the Vikings hold them off here with 3:26 to go in the half? Need a couple of stops. In search of district win, in search of season win number 1. I said the 25 meant the 30. And it is a keeper, Lambert, 35, 40. Breaks into the secondary, crosses midfield. Lambert will take it all the way. Lambert untouched from 70.
I think he surprised himself a little bit as he got second level on that, and then he just accelerated. He's mighty quick.
J.J. Lambert, after the Nimitz touchdown, on the first play from the 30, takes it all the way. It is now 27-14. And they needed some kind of a stop. The extra point is up, and like the previous 3, it is perfect. And our new score is now 28-14, J.J. Pearce. That touchdown coming 18 seconds from the last score. Here he is again, ground level view from the sideline. Nah, nobody touched him at all.
No. He was looking for the hit, and then he just exploded.
It's a race to pay dirt, and he got there first. Man, look, if they just caved in that right side of the line, and you can forget about it right here. Lambert, the sophomore. There he is, the coach's son. Colton Waddle, the junior, has started most of the games this year. Came in with a completion rate of over 50%, but I don't know, Jim, the sophomore rided out for the entire game.
Well, if he's producing, you leave him in there.
Yeah.
You already rocked the boat once, don't rock it again.
42 combined points here in the first half. Just another hanger, and they'll start from a 30. No surprise there. Hayden Vinson gathers it in, and with 3:12 to go, 1st and 10 Vikings, trailing by 14. Vinson, a junior who will be back next year.
Yeah, and really what you're looking for out of this possession is you really want to sustain possession. You want to be effective on every snap, and you want to end up with something on the scoreboard.
The Tigers and the Cardinals tomorrow night. Mack and Irving right here. 1st and 10 from the 30. First man through, number 10, Harris into the secondary. Jalen Harris, and the race is on. Harris to the 5, and he's taking it all the way, just like Lambert did. 70 yards the other way.
Well, so much for sustained drives.
Jalen Harris, the sophomore.
I like it. Just throw haymakers.
And answering the call for J.J. Pearce. And yet another score. It is 28-20. He's got 2 more years remaining here. Extra point slides through. And we've had 3 scores within a minute. Jalen Harris from 70.
Yeah, he just took off, and there wasn't anybody going to catch him. He was rolling.
Yeah, when he got to midfield, he had about 2 players trying to sandwich him right here, and then all they're going to see is that number 10, and it's going to get smaller. A little bit late. And into the end zone, number 10, Jalen Harris, the sophomore. Again, they scored. They had over 200 yards rushing last week in a loss. Piling things up here.
They might have got him on a Canadian football field.
50, what is it? 58 yards wide? Something like that.
Yeah, I don't.
120 long.
Got it. It's Canadian. I don't.
Everyone's in motion. Those games are kind of fun to watch. You have 3 guys in motion, and the end zone is 20 yards deep. There's number 11. He's about 70 yards deep, Ethan Jamison. It's a squib kick. It's an onside kick. It is bobbled, and if it was touched at the 50, it's Nimitz football.
It is Nimitz football.
Juan Barron. It was touched at the 50, and Nimitz with a break.
Omar Molina just dished that up. Nice little onside kick.
So they take over at their own 49. They've got time. 2:59. Firing up the Vikings and the homecoming crowd here. 28-21. Pearce will get the ball to begin the second half. So we're not through half number 1. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 49. Out over the wall, number 56, Nathan Mullenix. Cole Wallace, middle deep. It is thrown in a crowd and picked off at the 18. Number 5, Nate Kinder with the interception. Trying to go deep, Jim, on 1st and 10, and they turn it over.
Yeah, Wolfhook came over and was looking for a flag, and you know, you're throwing into triple cover, and I don't know that you're going to get that call.
Playing center field, number 5, Nate Kinder. Nice interception at the 18.
Yeah, Kinder read the ball off the throw and just got his hips around where he could address and pick that up.
You giveth, and now you taketh. From the 18, 1st and 10, J.J. Pearce. Again, their season record 3-5. They started the season with a home win over Wiley. It was a close game over Wiley. Outside pitch, number 80, no, up the near side on the inside pitch. It fooled everybody. Come on now. 82 yards. Jeremiah Lyons from 82. And this is a Sony PlayStation booth tonight, isn't it, Jim? I can't keep up with it.
I was lost. I was completely lost.
82 yards. These touchdowns, nobody laid a hand on him. I mean, we've had 4 runs tonight, and nobody's laid a hand on 70, 70, now 82.
Yeah, Lyons is one of these characters you got to keep track of.
Steven Gonzalez, successful extra point.
4 touchdown runs tonight for Jeremiah Lyons, following the interception. And here it is. Well, that's really the other way. And there's Lyons running into your picture. That's what the safety and the cornerback are looking at. Now they see him disappear into the night. 82 yards. And what's the score? Man, 4 touchdowns within a minute and a half.
We're getting our money's worth in the last 3 minutes of this thing.
Yeah. Who's got it last is going to win. So, Coach Lambert, with 22 wins and 17 losses in his 4 years at J.J. Pearce, looking on like everybody else. What is left to give?
Well, it looks like he's made every right call since he got off the bus.
35-21. And here's a J.J. Pearce kickoff. It's a spinner. Nothing new. That's going to be their motive for the rest of the game. Hayden Vincent with the catch. So Nimitz having to reset after the interception. Okay, Lions with 4 scores. Wolfhook with a couple, and Harris with 1. And that's all the scoring in the first half. From the 26, Pearce with a 5-man front. Javon Wolfhook and a marked man drop behind the line and a flag drop. Either a face mask, maybe a push in the back, or maybe an outside hold.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, it's a
number
hold
20.
on
The 10-yard penalty.
Javon
First
Wolfhook.
down.
The point of the hold, it'll be a 10-yard march off at the 16. So it's now 1st and 20 with 2:36 to go in the half.
20 at the 16.
Yeah, not at all where you want to start working from a deficit.
Pinned back at the 16. 1st and 20. Harris stood up, stacked up, no gain. Shoved down for good measure by Lucas Thomas.
Jalen Harris. Timeout Pierce. First charge.
Halftime activities again. Homecoming king and queen on the final homecoming for the Irving ISD this year. Timeout taken. It'll be 2nd and 20. You're always kind of concerned where the head hits, Jim, on that pull down Harris.
Yeah, you got to watch out for these kids' brain buckets. They're still forming.
You know, sometimes from here it doesn't look, the field is soft. Well, man, it's completely different.
And the helmets have gotten better, and you know, I think, I mean, I would almost throw an illegal procedure against Nimitz if they don't have a guy with a suspension helmet and a single bar running the offense that they're running. But, you know, these helmets have gotten a lot better. There's a lot more indication factors, and it's all to protect these kids.
They're about $400 a helmet. I mean, those things aren't cheap. Well, they're set. All the mums and the candidates lining up. Those aren't cheap either, those mums nowadays.
Not my high school homecoming.
No, not me either. From the 16, 2nd and 20, and Wallace is dropped. Thrown down by Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas just swarmed that hole and got in.
Second charge, timeout and a half.
just came in with the snap.
So it's 3rd and forever here with a little over 2 minutes to go in the half. Pearce led 14-0 at the end of one. Had a 21-point explosion, and Nimitz matched it with 21 of their own in the second quarter.
I can't even keep track. The last 3 minutes has just been a blur.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15 possessions here combined in the first half. I mean, that's a game's worth. Spotted at the 11, 3rd and 25. It's the old T formation in the background, and it didn't fool J.J. Pearce at all. Boy, he was mauled as soon as the handoff. He had Corngable, number 52, in there with 2 others.
Yeah, just unable to generate anything inside the tackles.
Corngable at 6'2 and 225. Timeout taken. Exactly 2 minutes to go in half number 1. So the Nimitz cheerleaders and the drill team about to take part, and for seniors, their final homecoming. Homecoming when I was in school was always either the same time of year, the last week of October, the first week of November, but it didn't make any difference if it was a crosstown rival or across, it was just on the calendar. Didn't care who it was. Nowadays, it's always not against another Irving team or your own city.
There's just new protocols.
And
you got to know the rules. We apparently don't.
I want a live mascot again. A live one. Here's a punt from the goal line, and just getting rid of it, Omar Molina. Hey, look at this bounce. Over midfield, takes a generous roll, and is touched at the 41. So a nice punt as Molina, under duress, able to get rid of it. What was the last live mascot you saw? I saw the Bengal Tiger a couple of weeks ago in an LSU home game. Mike the Tiger, they keep him just outside the stadium.
Yes, he holds roost there on campus.
Yeah, he does. Of course, SMU has Peruna. Baylor used to have the bear in the cage with a Dr. Pepper bottle. That was pretty great to see that years ago. From the 41. Minute 49 to go in the half. Play action. Lambert scanning the secondary. He will take off 45. Crosses midfield, first down 45, rolls out of bounds at about the 42.
Yeah, not enough pressure on Lambert to force him out. He was just kind of picking and choosing, and the secondary forced him into the run, but nobody there to pick him up.
Nice scamper after the double fake. From the 42 of Nimitz. Lambert rolls out, throws on the run, caught at the 20, 15, 10, 5, forget about it. Number 20 into the end zone, Will Grimsley. Grimsley from 42 yards out. And yet another touchdown here in the half.
Yeah, Grimsley ran right at a Nimitz tackler and then just headed to the sideline and left him just sitting there with his socks down low.
Grimsley, a junior. Extra point is good. Hey, we got we have 2 more scores before the half. 42-21.
Somebody's got to get tired.
Man, I tell you, Nimitz, they gave up 49 a game. I mean, you just can't win games giving up 49 points. J.J. Pearce came in averaging 19. There's another look, wide open from 42 yards out. There's a shoulder shake, able to get away from the safety and into the end zone. Most offensive points scored this year for J.J. Pearce, 48.
Well, you gotta think they're having fun over there, because I mean they really can't dictate what their future is.
No, yeah, you're right.
I mean they all they can do is keep winning games and hope somebody helps them.
Will Grimsley, 5'8", 175 into the scoring book tonight. That 48 points was scored against the Irving Tigers on October the 9th, the home game for J.J. Pearce. 63 combined points and counting here in the first half. .28 points in the second quarter. What was a fast first period is lengthened quite a bit with all the scoring. How about 49 points combined here in the second quarter?
Well, we've been in the last 3 minutes for about an hour and a half now, so.
The 9th possession for Nimitz here in the half. They start from the 25. It was 61 degrees, a beautiful autumnal evening the last Friday of October. No wind at all. Thought Halloween was tomorrow, but tonight, 63 combined points. From the 25, they hand off and smothered after a yard pickup.
Yeah, just nothing doing. They're really wrapping up at the line and just holding them. You know, more bodies hit them and hit and lead, and now they're going no huddle.
2nd and 9 into the grinder, close to the 30.
Pitch goes to Woolfolk.
Gain of about 4 for Javon Woolfolk.
To the 30, 3rd and 5.
Inside of a minute.
Timeout.
And a timeout taken by
Second
Nimitz
charge, timeout of the half.
with 58 ticks of the clock.
Yeah, Pearce not really looking to get a conversion here. Look, they're wanting to hold Nimitz in back here and get another punt, see what they can do on offense before they head into the locker room.
Not many changes this week in the Dallas Morning News top 10. South Lake Carroll still ranked number 1, Allen number 2. From 7-6A, the Lake Highlands Wildcats ranked 16th. How about Prosper, number 3 in the area? Kind of a hidden gem for a couple of years, but they've got some players and a good coaching staff at Prosper and a beautiful stadium. From the 30, 3rd and 5. Again, bunched up tight and diving for maybe a couple of feet. Jalen Harris. Kenji Hornbuckle in. There's Woolfolk, number 2. 4th and 4. Pearce takes, I think that's her final timeout.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder about that spot.
You know, they spotted the 31.
Well, they moved him from the 29 to the 31. The side judge had it marked right.
He came in quick and was able to get the foot down where the spot was.
Got to work quick with this offense and Nimitz.
And now Coach Anthony Small kind of perturbed, and a timeout taken by Nimitz. They're out of timeouts. I mean, that's it. J.J. Pearce, they're out of timeouts.
We need to invoke the get-back coach.
Well, I'm kind of confused on the timeouts. And referee think he's also double checking. It's kind of, I thought both teams were out of timeouts, but it'll still be 4th down. Nimitz will have to punt it. And let's see. Molina and punt formation. 4th down. Ethan Jamison, number 11, drops back deep. Lip service right there. Here's the rush. Unloads. And inbounds secured at about the 30 by Jamison. That is back to the kicking team. And as for Pearce will take over with no timeouts, 46 seconds to go in the half and leading 42-21.
Under normal circumstances, I'd suspect we're going to just salt away time, but I don't think so.
See where these receivers line up, and especially where number 1 Lyons is. Yeah, he's in there. Lyons right behind Kyler Lambert. From the 29, Lambert has it caught, throws caught, 45. First down, crossing midfield, number 20 in traffic, Will Grimsley.
Yeah, Grimsley just settled right in the seam. Didn't have any cover over the top, and they're going no huddle now.
From the 39, clock rolling. Lambert to the other side, caught. Little down and out, easy catch for Tate Anachowski. Anachowski, a senior at 6 feet, 175, pickup of 9, 2nd and a yard. From the 31, trying to pull Nimitz off sides. Lambert just throws it up, one-on-one coverage, a 50-50 ball, and broken up at the goal line, intended for Anachowski.
Pass incomplete to Anachowski. Kendall King on the coverage, 3rd down 2.
Yeah, almost.
They almost had that.
And into double coverage. 3rd and needing 2. From the 31. Lambert, play action. Here's the rush, gets rid of it, caught in traffic by Lyons. Lyons 20, 15, 10, not another one. Sprinting gingerly to the end zone, Jeremiah Lyons. Screen pass, had blocking, had the numbers, and scores again.
Yeah, Lyons is having himself a night.
Man, 48-21. Well, they go 72 yards on that drive. Extra point is driven through. Almost hanging a half 100 on Nimitz tonight. It is 49-21. So Lyons with his 3rd, 4th, that's his 5th touchdown.
I think he's looking for a baker's dozen.
Man, 6 scores, just a jog, a gentle trot to the end zone. And the most offensive points this year for J.J. Pearce at 49. Well, let's see, they've got 35 points here in the 2nd quarter. Yeah, it already put 42 in ink in the book, so I think a whiteout. But who thought that would happen here in the 2nd quarter?
Well, and I would argue that Nimitz probably played the best football they have in the second quarter here, at the early part, and just got out of hand on them.
Kind of a sandlot game here in the second quarter. And the fair catch with 10 seconds to go in the half. We've had 56 points combined here in the second quarter. 12 minutes and 56 points in the second quarter. And if it weren't bad enough, J.J. Pearce will have the ball to begin the second half. First and 10 Nimitz as they scrimmage from the 25. So they started their last possession. 9-10, this is their 11th possession of the first half. Fumble as Woolfolk mishandled the handoff, and J.J. Pearce has recovered at the 21.
Yeah, Wallace got himself kind of turned around on that handoff, and Woolfolk didn't handle it clean.
So the turnover, second turnover tonight by the Nimitz offense. Well, it was really kind of a second man through, and Woolfolk kind of looking down, and I couldn't tell if it was Harris.
I don't think it was
first.
Harris did touch it first. I don't know who the cross back was.
But it's a turnover, and J.J. Pearce has it at the 22-yard line. 7 seconds left in the half. Crisscross flip. This is number 10, Rosenberry. Rosenberry 20, 15, Rosenberry, and that'll end the half as he goes down at about the 12. So the flip to Rosenberry, and this 12 minutes in the second quarter has finally come to a close as both teams head to the locker room. Halftime activities upcoming here. It is 49-21 Pearce at the break.
It's the ICTN Game of the Week.
Number 10 to the end zone. Incredible. And it is 6 for the Vikings. And that will do it.
Hello everyone, I'm Susan Stevens. Be sure to watch Irving Spotlight as we head to the Irving Arts Center to meet local K-pop fans experiencing an unforgettable night of music and choreography by Purple Kiss. So tune in next time on our YouTube channel at The City of Irving as we spotlight the city's arts, culture, and entertainment.
Hi, I'm Thomas Gandy. On the next City Source, some people are getting to experience downtown Irving like never before. We'll take you to experience Main Street, and we'll also have these stories.
Leaders get an all-access look inside some local businesses to draw attention to all that is manufactured in the city of Irving. And we will have an update on some major projects in Irving ISD, including a transportation and logistics center that just opened. Watch this edition of City Source starting October 24th on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The City of Irving. It is local coverage you won't get anywhere else.
Irving's Family Advocacy Center is marking Domestic Violence Awareness Month with a special art exhibit. Irving ISD high school art students created works based on the theme, "With Survivors Always." This is the opening reception at the Irving Archives and Museum, where we found out more about the exhibit and the cause.
I was overwhelmed at the artwork the students did. The first time I was able to view it, they had so much insight about the impact that domestic violence has on individuals, and they were able to do such a good job of showing a message of hope and healing.
There are some very talented kids around here, and also just very meaningful pieces that I think give a range of messages.
I would like to tell them, like, you're gonna be okay. There's hope. That's what I decided to put in my artwork, this phrase, one day I am gonna grow wings.
Them knowing that people were actually going to be seeing their work and how impactful it is, it gave them more reason to put their whole hearts into it.
We're really looking at how there's strength in collaboration, that working together and supporting each other, the agencies, the community, the individuals. That's really where healing begins and how it continues.
The art will be on display through November 2nd.
November 11th is Veterans Day, but you could come here to Veterans Memorial. November 11th is Veterans Day, but you could come here to Veterans Memorial Park anytime to show your appreciation for military service and sacrifice. The park features commemorative walls, a fountain of hope, a river of freedom, and a world map of confrontation. There are 5 bronze soldiers standing watch. The Las Colinas Symphony presents Howard Hilliard on horn. He'll be performing Mozart's Rondo in E-B Major for horn and orchestra on November 15th. The concert begins at 7:30 p.m. here at Carpenter Hall. Leave them laughing here at the South Irving Library. Humor is said to be the hardest thing to write. Readers are invited to share which authors made them laugh. Join in on the fun on November 24th at 6 p.m.
I think it's incredible.
It's a Texas-style welcome for a Texas-sized campus. This is the grand opening of the new Wells Fargo corporate campus in Irving.
It's a great opportunity for us to come out and really get excited about a project that we've been working on for a lot of years.
We're very proud to have Wells Fargo as a new, very large corporate partner here in the city of Irving.
This day truly represents what teamwork looks like.
So please give it up for Wells Fargo for what they're doing.
Dozens of people representing the teams involved turned out for this celebration.
Other people across the country, if they came here, they could be extremely jealous. Looking around at just seeing just how modern and collaborative it is.
About 4,500 employees will be based here, and we got to see some of their workspaces, which include meeting rooms, large and small. There are also nice amenities, including a fitness center with locker rooms, room to hoop it up, on-site dining, and all around, employees get great views of Las Colinas from inside and outside the building.
The walking trail that's going to be developed here and access to public transport just makes this just a wonderful place for us.
Beyond all of the visually attractive features apparent all over the campus, there's even more that's not so evident. This is Wells Fargo's first energy net positive campus, and one way they've achieved that is through these dynamic windows that respond to weather conditions.
I think the thing that impresses me most is the openness of it. There's a constant level of lighting for people to work with, but yet you don't have that direct sunlight.
There are also solar panels on the rooftops.
This is a fantastic building. Just walking through it is just unbelievable, and so glad to have it here in Irving.
This is such a beautiful building, number one, but just solidifies that Las Colinas is the place to be.
Wells Fargo unveiling a massive new campus today in Irving, Texas.
The opening is attracting national attention.
The mayor is accessible. People love living here. There's great talent. There's great education.
Now, city leaders are talking impact. They believe this success and a bigger workforce are sure to have a ripple effect.
Development begets development. So when you have this type of development, this scale and this size of development occurring, that will automatically help ensure that you see success in the surrounding area.
Filling up our restaurants and making sure that Irving stays vibrant for a long time.
I'm unfamiliar with any economic development corporation in the state of Texas that competes more or better than that of right here in Irving, Texas. Great job.
We truly believe Irving's future is bright.
It really shows the hard work that goes, everybody the city engages in to make this the best place for everybody to work, live, and play.
So leaders are clearly bullish on Irving's future as they celebrate this grand opening of the Wells Fargo campus.
It's a joyous day, obviously.
I'm glad it all takes place here in Irving, Texas.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.
Today is the grand opening of our fitness court at Nimitz High School.
2, 1.
This is a
great initiative for Irving ISD, not just for the students here, but also for the staff members, and really the biggest thing is for their community.
Irving ISD is proud to be the very first school district in Texas to bring a fitness court to life.
This is awesome. Being here at Nimitz High School, have this beautiful sports court, seeing all these organizations come together. How great is this?
7 minutes. Everybody say 7 minutes. Okay, if you spend just 1 minute at each one of these stations on this court, and you simply utilize the exercises that are already available right here on the wall itself, you can actually execute a very, very good workout for yourself. Coach right here is simply showing you a box squat. It has the opportunity to start very, very simple, and then it also gives you that room to progress and advance as you go. Hey, you can go ahead and use the narrow grips.
It took a lot of partners to come to the fruition of this big, beautiful event.
In 2022, we joined the National Fitness Campaign to provide nearly $1 million to build up to 100 outdoor fitness courts across Texas. This fitness court is the 41st of those 100.
Woo! Get it. This is something that we can also give to our community. So Nimitz is a great location for it. South Irving, tucked inside a community.
We're gonna show you real time how you can utilize this. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you start moving your body, you're gonna start realizing, hey, your energy increases, your sleep patterns improve, your stress levels will decrease. Oh, that broad jump. I know it. There we go.
So excited to have this new investment here in Irving to bring fitness and health and wellness to our students, but also to the community of Irving.
You guys know this, hey, working that back, look at that. Squeezing that entire posterior chain.
We've got great things happening in the city. Just make sure you go out and utilize it.
High five somebody. No matter what fitness level you're at, there's something on this court that you can execute.
The Protector Pie.
That is mozzarella, roasted garlic, basil on a made in-house thin crust.
I'm a huge fan of their pizza, so. Oh my God. Immediately you can taste the garlic, which adds so much flavor. Delicious.
And the Safe House Club.
It's probably a staff favorite. It's a chicken club. It's got grilled chicken, Swiss cheese, arugula, smashed avocado, and it's with a lemon garlic aioli. Comes with a side of fries.
I'm a big fan of their fried chicken breading, but you can get this grilled or fried. The chicken is amazing, but that garlic aioli, that is just to die for.
These are the 2 new entrees that are part of Alamo Drafthouse's Dark Vision special menu.
And we partnered with Audible Original in support of the 2nd season of their show, The Prophecy.
Releasing the spine-tingling menu just in time for the Halloween season.
We also have a pumpkin shake because it's a Halloween menu. I think it's illegal not to have something pumpkin on a Halloween menu. Our version is a hand-spun milkshake. It has pumpkin pie spice in it. Then we top it with whipped cream and graham cracker crust.
Oh, that is so good. That just tastes like fall.
And those in the mood for an adult beverage can try the water to rum cocktail.
Pineapple rum, reposado tequila. It's a pomegranate juice with cinnamon syrup and lime juice.
Such a pretty color. Oh my God. Oh, that's so good. You can kind of taste like the hint of the cinnamon. It's very refreshing.
And if you would like a chocolate delight, the Divine Donation Cookies are a charitable sweet.
We partnered with Otis Spunkmeyer, which is a new thing we did for breast cancer awareness in October. And what we're doing is serving up these really delicious Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. They're double chocolate chip cookies. And we're gonna donate $1 toward local breast cancer research, and they're gonna match us for every $1.
That is incredible. It's not too sweet, and it's not too rich, but just the perfect balance.
While you can order off this menu during any of their current movies, the theater is also showing several classic horror films to enhance your Halloween dining experience.
Like Rocky Horror Picture Show or The Craft. We also have movie parties. We take these classics and we take them up a level with props and a host and games, and prizes, and it makes it a lot of fun.
The seasonal menu items are a fun and delicious addition to Alamo Drafthouse's quality food.
In the current environment, the average consumer is really paying attention to that, and it's important to people to know that they're getting their money's worth. So to know that at Alamo Drafthouse, we're not serving up frozen food. We are back there making pizza crust, making pizza sauce, putting everything together. All of that is done here, and it's important that our guests can tell the difference and feel like they are getting their value.
From Joy and Ralph Ellis Stadium, it's the ICTN Game of the Week. Number 10 to the end zone. Incredible. And it is 6 for the Vikings. And that will do it. And welcome back for the second half of this J.J. Pearce and Irving Nimitz game. J.J. Pearce is up 49-21, and as we've talked about a couple of times, it is homecoming. And we are going to conclude our festivities here once we crown a court. And we're going to go down to the field.
We would like to begin by recognizing our first Duke and Duchess of South Irving. Students were allowed to nominate and vote any Nimitz faculty member for this honor. We're happy to announce Ms. Flor Carrillo, as the Duchess of South Irving, and Mr. Alyali Marcano as the Duke of South Irving. Thank you for your dedication to the students at Nimitz High School. This year, our court consists of princes and princesses for the freshman, sophomore, and junior classes, and a king and queen selected from the senior class. We will first announce the homecoming court before crowning our overall royalty. Underclassmen homecoming court members will be introduced in prince and princess pairs. Royal couples were paired randomly. Our first royal couple on the freshman court is Princess candidate Riley Capps. She is being escorted by Prince candidate Fabian Alvarez. Next is freshman princess candidate Rebecca Moore. She is being escorted by Prince candidate Logan Hill. Our final freshman prince is Jaden Paredes. Next, we will introduce our sophomore homecoming court. Our first sophomore princess candidate is Alia Aguilar. She is being escorted by sophomore princess candidate Jonathan Boiso. Our next royal couple is sophomore princess candidate Maya Cifuentes. She's being escorted by sophomore prince candidate Sean Fairley. Our final sophomore princess candidate is Bella Trevino. She is being escorted by sophomore prince candidate Julian Valencia. Completing our underclassmen homecoming court are our junior royal couples. Our first junior princess candidate is Harmony Sermon, and junior prince candidate Devin Reynolds. Our second junior prince candidate is Liliana Madrid. She is being escorted by junior prince candidate Kyson Sanachan. Our final royal couple completing the underclassmen homecoming court is junior princess candidate Alexandra Amaya. She is being escorted by junior prince candidate Kevin Rodriguez. We will now crown our underclassmen royalty. Crowning will take place by Nimitz High School Associate Principal Joshua Zamora, South Irving Collegiate at Nimitz Associate Principal Wendy Tremmel, and Student Council officers. Our freshman princess is Riley Capps. Our freshman prince is Logan Hill. Our sophomore princess is Maya Cifuentes. And our sophomore prince is Sean Fairley. Our junior princess is Harmony Sermon. Our junior prince is Kevin Rodriguez. Let's give a round of applause for our underclassmen royal couples. We will now introduce the candidates for our senior king and queen. We'll be introducing these candidates individually, and they will be escorted by their chosen family or friends. Our first senior princess is Miley Garcia Salazar. She is being escorted by Hector Salazar and the Duke of South Irving, His Grace Aliari Marcano. Our first senior prince is Jesus Armenta. He is being escorted by Juana Garcia and Javencio Armenta. Next is senior princess Jackie Lopez Fuentes. She is being escorted by Emilia Sierra and Valeria Madrano. Next is our senior prince Joshua Ashworth. He is being escorted by Monica and William Ashworth. Our third senior princess is Genesis Penazlosa. She is being escorted by Ashley Fanning and Emlyn Ramirez. Our third senior prince is Antonio Jones. He is being escorted by Alicia Ryder and Antonio Jones. Next, our fourth senior princess is Kelly Saravia. She is being escorted by Marcela Estrada Saravala and Domingo Saravia. Next is our senior prince, Anderson Macano. He is being escorted by Sabrina Guzman. Our final senior princess is Kanila Scott. She is being escorted by Kanika Scott and James Kimber. And finally, our last senior prince is Yadiel Perez Montoya. Tonight he is being escorted by Leticia Montoya and Alejandro Perez. And now, the 2025 homecoming queen is Miley Garcia Salazar. And now, the 2025 homecoming king is Mr. Antonio Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a final round of applause for the 2025 Homecoming Court Royalty King and Queen. Congratulations to all the students who were nominated. And now you may exit the field. Congratulations.
And we want to congratulate 2025 Homecoming Queen, Miss Miley Garcia Salazar and King Antonio Jones. Congratulations to those two young people and their families. And we are going to talk a little bit about the first half with some stats and highlights. And this would be the first breakout from Jeremiah Jones, or Jeremiah Lyons, I apologize. Lyons had a healthy visit to pay dirt, and that's just the first of many. And then we have this nice, nifty, wide open pass to Javon Wolford, and he found himself in a wide open space. Nice little cutback here for Jalen Harris to bring us to 35-21 Pearce. And this screen pass set up here. Again, Jeremiah Lyons finding pay dirt. He's going to have to get a forwarding address in the end zone, I think. And we got our stats here. So the Mustangs, the Mustangs ran away with this for first downs. Just a ton of yards, 408 total yards versus 228 with Nimitz, and for the most part penalty free. We're talking about that up here, and turnovers didn't really play a factor, but I admit I will talk that 2 minutes, 3 minutes in the second quarter were probably the best football that Nimitz has played all season, and that's enough to walk in your locker room and get guys keyed up and refocused and come out and win the little game.
But when it's all said and done, we get ready for half number 2, 49-21 Pearce on top. J.J. Pearce will receive the second half kickoff. John Nelson back with Jim Dixon here at Joy and Ralph Ellis Stadium. Week number 9 about to come to a close, but we've got 24 minutes of football remaining. How about that first half? 4 touchdowns combined within 2 minutes, 636 total yards, 19 total possessions, Jim. It was a track meet.
Yeah, and I would argue of the total 600 some odd yards in the first half, a majority of that came in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter.
Squib kick and a shoestring catch at the 47-yard line. That's where J.J. Pearce will begin. Number 44 having to go down low to snare it, Christian Stanley.
Yeah, I think Nimitz was trying to catch somebody napping and gave up about 20 yards of field possession.
So Pearce, 12 first downs, in the first half, 267 yards of rushing. And they have the first 35 points in the second quarter, 49 at the half. First and 10 at the 46. And the handoff right in the middle, crossing midfield, and a gain of 8 on first and 10. Number 88, Dustin Rodriguez on the handoff.
Yeah, Rodriguez got stopped, waited for that hole to open up and just exploded through it. Great vision here. Watch him cut right there, make his man miss. And
crisscross handoff, he'll give it 40. 35-30, off to the races we go. 20, 15, and shoved out of bounds. Number 25, Cole Morgan. He got the handoff from Dustin Rodriguez, and Morgan takes it a great length downfield. Number 25.
Well, and you're running this with a sophomore quarterback.
From the 13, that sophomore is Kyler Lambert. Wants to throw. Receiver covered. He takes off. He will keep it. 5, touchdown, sidesteps the defender at the 5 and takes it in.
Yeah, Lambert feeling that pressure coming outside. Saw that top side open up for him, and made one nice little move on the 5, and just had to roll on in to pick up the 6 points.
His second rushing touchdown in the first half, went 70. So he's in the book. Extra point is botched. Bad snap. In retreat was Rosenberry. The holder was thrown down. So the extra point no good, but it's now 55-21.
Well, wondering if Pearce is going to come out flat in the second half. And that got answered really quick.
From 13 yards out. His second score. Another look at it. Ground level from afar. Able to break away from Derek Davis. And scamper inside the pylon. .46 seconds in the second half. Pearce widens the lead. Most offensive points this year. Again, Nimitz coming off a 63-14 loss to Lake Highlands. The Mustangs defeating Irving MacArthur 30-28 last week. A little deeper this time, but the decision made, and to no surprise, that's Damian Solorzano, a junior. Solorzano with a fair catch.
Well, and that's what, Nimitz coaches these up guys. Just, hey, take the 25 to 30, signal fair catch. Don't look at a return. And Pearce is more than happy just to serve it up and drop it in there on the 25 to the 30 and play field possession.
First and 10 Nimitz. Their first possession of the second half. They scrimmage from their own 30. First half scores, Javon Wolfolk with 2, Jalen Harris with 1. Javon looking for an avenue, runs sideways and is run down at the 29. Caleb Stuckey, number 98. There for the Mustangs, a junior.
Yeah, I got to commit Wolfolk. He ran to that edge, felt like there was nothing there, cut back, just couldn't get his hips upfield to exploit those openings.
Kind of like you're in quicksand and nowhere to go. No gain. Second and a dime. J.J. Pearce with another stop. smothered at the line on a blitz. Jalen Harris, they sent a guy shooting through the A-gap and was able to get to Harris first. No gain at all, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and again, Pearce comes out, and they're going to win those 3 yards on each side of the ball, and Nimitz needs to generate something to start winning the next possession, the next snap, and win the little game.
Nimitz 228 total yards in the first half, 9 first downs. Woolfolk turns it upfield, is hit low at the 33. Was submarined. It looked like Casagrande there.
Yeah, Casagrande got him got that back foot as soon as he was cut, and if he could have just quickened up a little bit, got outside, certainly could have had something to talk about.
That's the only way to bring Woolfolk down, to get it blocking below the knees. I mean, there's nowhere to go. It's a good tackle. Grab him up high, gains about 8 more yards. Punt is away, hits at the 40, takes a high hop at the 35, takes a Nimitz roll of about 6 more yards, and is down to the 28. Second possession for Pearce here in the half. We've put 1 on the board here, 55-21.
And this is the period, you really want to get this defense to come out, make a stand.
And we see Colton Waddle now the quarterback. So Waddle, a junior signal caller, running the show. Cole Morgan is a running back.
Quarterback, number 12, Colton Waddle.
So there was Waddle. He will throw. Caught. And Tchaikovsky, 35, close to the 40 and a first down. 12 yards on the pass and run. Tate and Tchaikovsky, senior wideout.
Yeah, just exploiting those lanes, breaking down. Just a couple little moves. Really never faced up a tackler, and got about 5 yards from there.
Colton Waddle. Here's the reverse to Rosenberry, 45. Rosenberry midfield into Nimitz territory, 40, 35, inside the 35 and shoved out of bounds. Rosenberry, senior, on a huge game, but a penalty flag drop back near midfield.
Number 7.
Yeah, this is coming back.
From the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Their second penalty of the night for Pearce.
This has been a very clean game.
Yeah. Waddle last week was 6 of 18, 120 yards, and a touchdown in the win over MacArthur. Up the middle, crossing midfield, number 25. That's Cole Morgan. Morgan had a 70-yard touchdown catch earlier this year against Irving. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, and again, exploiting that pursuit, and no linebackers there to beat. Nothing but hole to run into, and nice drop there on that edge, and you got to wonder if Waddle's coming in cold and.
Try to swing it out to Rosenberry, number 10, off the fingertips. So they reset at the Nimitz 42, 2nd and 10. Slot back is Tchaikovsky, number 7. Now he goes in motion. And Waddle will roll out. Looking, dumps it short, and at the feet of Grimsley, number 20.
Yeah, Waddle out on this edge, feeling the pressure, and tried to get a little touchy with it on the pass, and that's never going to go where it's supposed to go. That's the difference between throwing and aiming.
Pearce had 130 yards of passing last week. 3rd and 10 from the Nimitz 42. Junior Colton Waddle. He will take off on the quarterback draw. 35, first down 30. Waddle double teamed at about the 24. Well, Jim, just like Lambert, he can take off, and before you know it, he's got 10 yards downfield and a first down.
He sure can, and that diamond stack on the near side pulled everything second level off. He just looked at his man, looked him off, tucked it, and ran. Great decision making.
From the 24, this is Morgan, Cole Morgan, inside the 15. Evan Williams, last man up, number 19.
Cole Morgan, 10 yards on that run, first down 10.
Another first down run from the Viking 14. First and 10. Looking, and not this time. Morgan wrapped up. Hit first by number 57. And then help from the other linebacker.
Yeah, Morgan just ran out of space, and nice way to, nice of that end to stay at home for Nimitz.
Nimitz may have jumped, going to the end zone. It is batted away, intended for number 10, Rosenberry. There.
I don't see a flag.
I thought they may have jumped. Nimitz may have jumped, but they didn't. That's number 5, Derek Davis, the cornerback.
Well, they certainly did flinch.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know that they went into the neutral zone.
We're already up to the line on third down here from the 13-yard line. Rolling out. Waddle sidesteps one, throws, finds a man wide open at the 6. He is hit, dropped, and a late flag. That was Grimsley, the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's probably going against Nimitz on this hit, but you're coming in from the back.
Oh, he was tattooed. That's a hard hit.
Yeah, you're coming in from the back. You can't see what the receiver's doing.
There's definitely contact, but here's a call.
Personal foul, non-flagrant targeting, defense number 19. That's half the
Go
distance
to the
to
head.
goal. First down.
It'll be first and goal at the 7. And he's already down. There's a blow to the helmet. We're on the 7, first and goal. Number 12, Colton Waddle. The QB, empty backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right. That's Rosenberry to the right. Pass snap is a drop, bobbled, and a loss back near the 12. Waddle able to get to it.
Yeah, it was certainly there for a couple of Vikings to grab, and nobody jumped on it.
Spotted at the 11, second and goal. Loss of about 5. Rosenberry, the move man. From the 11, Waddle looking end zone, throws to the corner, wide open, caught, touchdown, number 7, Anchikoski.
Yeah, Anchikoski beat his man and just floated around on the backside of that end zone. And he had a couple of options. Waddle had a couple of options to unload, and that's where he was looking and tossed it.
So Tate Anchikoski, the senior, yet another different Mustang to score. Extra point attempts, just practice tonight for Steven Gonzalez, hammers it through. And it is a 62-21 count. 5:53 to go here in the third. A touchdown coming less than 6 minutes after the last one. As Waddle serves up an easy, that's a layup for Anchikoski. That's a cripple. Just get 2 hands on it, don't drop it.
Yeah, he just found himself on the top side of that coverage and was able to drift along the backside of the end zone.
Caps off a 72-yard drive. So Lambert with a run, and Tchaikovsky with a catch. And Pearce set to kick off. Again, Nimitz close out the season November 7th here against Jesuit. J.J. Pearce has a date next week. A home game with Burton. A spinner. And an easy catch, fair catch call by Hayden Benson. Just hurls the ball towards the J.J. Pearce bench. I guess in the direction of the referee, but
he was thrown to the ref. But I haven't seen Pearce, go to the back of the playbook yet. They're still holding it together for these last two games, and haven't really been forced to. But there's been some pretty slick play, but I think that's in their regular nomenclature.
He's got to bring that point up. What do you show now before next week? I mean, just kind of, you got a 41-point lead. Don't have to show much. checked at number 20. Kenji Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle with a first down run.
Yeah, Hornbuckle, nice vision through the hole. He finds it, scrapes along, opens up, and really kind of got brought down from behind and just didn't get accelerated enough. But that's the one thing you don't want to show Berkner is you can't tackle.
19 yards on the pickup over left tackle. A 3-yard gain for Jalen Harris. Pearce led 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. It's 49-21 at the break. And they padded the lead with 2 more scores here in the third. They scrimmage from the 47 of J.J. Pearce. Here's Javon Woolfolk trying to get to the edge. Inside the numbers, taken down at the 39. It's enough for a first down.
Got the important part done.
Anchors away. I like those helmets. You talked about those. We've seen that earlier this year, but a Naval Academy look. You got the anchor on the back.
It's a good look. I like it.
Yeah, it's clean. I like it too.
I like it. It's unique.
From the 39, backs are split. Wallace will keep it and gain nothing.
There's a school called the Bunnies, and they have a rabbit on the front of their helmet.
Is that a jackrabbit?
Jackrabbit, yes.
Then Johnson on the tackle, number 32 with junior safety. 2nd and 10.
Okay, 2nd and 10.
From 39, first man through, number 10, plow straight ahead, Jalen Harris.
Well, when you're, from the Nimitz standpoint, right now you need to be generating. You're playing guys that are caught in between. They're not getting reps on JV. They're varsity guys that aren't getting a lot of snaps, and you need to utilize this time and be effective.
Harris took a hard hit there. Javon Woolfolk gets to the edge. 25, Woolfolk near the 20-yard line, out of bounds. Nice tackle by King Williams on Nimitz's number 2. Another first down. Now this drive, we've got 50 yards on this current drive, so a nice drive shaping up for the Vikes. Goes well out of bounds.
Vikings another 1st and 10 at the 21.
More hard hits, Jumber delivered on the sidelines. It's kind of tough. There's not much at all, but the more action rather than the baseline in basketball, the first baseline in baseball, it's a dangerous area right at the sidelines. You see a lot of injuries and late hits on the sidelines.
Well, that, and you have, these quarterbacks, they run to that edge, and they're going to tippy-toe that sideline and try and draw that extra 15 yards and draw that roughing or draw that unnecessary roughness on that edge. And you got to be cognizant of that.
2nd and 9. Javon gets the pitch, takes it inside, is planted at about the 16. Yeah, I really feel for those guys. Take those hits and able to get back to the huddle. It's not easy. So Woolfolk on the carry. It'll leave him about 6 yards short. 3rd and needing 6 inside of a half a minute to go in the 3rd. 14 points this period put on the board by J.J. Pearce. 3rd and 4. And back the other way. Run into a stone wall. And that should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. The handoff went to Jalen Harris. So we're 3 down, 1 to go as we head to the 4th. It is J.J. Pearce, 62. The Nimitz Vikings, 21. And welcome back to our District 7 6A Game of the Week. It's all J.J. Pearce as we get ready to play the 4th quarter. Nimitz in the first half had 8 first downs, 195 yards on the ground, 228 total. And they line up from the 16 of J.J. Pearce. It's 4th and needing 5 from the 16. Javon 10, 5, and Woolfolk has it 1st and goal at about the 4. They convert on 4th down and have it 1st and goal.
Outstanding run from Woolfolk, getting wide here. Reads his block, cuts outside, great vision, comes back in on the cutback block.
Going to mark it squarely at the 5. Oh, trying to get some numbers to the outside, and he does. Number 20 outran our picture, Hornbuckle.
Yeah, Hornbuckle did that 100% on his own, coming back outside, beat pursuit off that edge, and then just had to beat the DBs coming up on cover.
Hey, we do got the time. Yes, we do.
So the 3rd different Viking to score tonight. Junior Kenji Hornbuckle. And trying to add more points, but it goes awry, and got a Nimitz Viking down. On the extra point attempt, and trainers and coaches out to attend to, can't tell if that's DeGreat or Derek Davis. Davis wears 5, DeGreat wears number 6. But in a little bit of discomfort now near the goal line. Nimitz's 2nd possession, able to tally some points.
Yeah, it's DeGreat.
And he's number 6 and will need some assistance. Cordell DeGreat.
See, just work to that edge. That's a handy little run right there.
Able to get by the first wave. He runs away from Ben Johnson.
Well, that tackle came in and had a seal block that shut down that entire line to let him work east and west. And to his credit, he got his hips turned to the goal line, and that's not something we're seeing a lot of.
So Cordell DeGreat will come out of the game, and Nimitz will kick off. So they score following a punt, and their second possession makes it a 62-27 count. 89 points so far. We had over 600 total yards combined in the first 24 minutes. And Nimitz on the board here in the fourth quarter. Deep kickoff, and will come out to the 25. That's where Pearce will take over, their third possession. Omar Molino, he'll be back next year, one of 20 juniors.
Handy little onside kick.
They were successful earlier tonight.
Yep.
And for Pearce, they're going to stay with Colton Waddle. And the D-line for the Vikings getting set. Kevin Rodriguez and Damian Lopez and others. Marcus Marino from the 25. It's a run. Waddle, 35, 45, crosses midfield and is hit by number 40, Kevin Rodriguez. Out after a 25-plus yard pickup.
Yeah, hats off to Rodriguez staying in pursuit and working from this near side, but staying after the ball, and that's all you can ask from this defense. You certainly want more hats on the hit, but take the one you get.
28 yards on the pickup. And tough running. Drawing a crowd, number 25, Cole Morgan, but Morgan able to pick up more than 9 yards. It's enough for another first down. Morgan in traffic, able to collect a first down from the Viking 37. Lambert, or rather Waddle will keep it. Breaks a tackle and is twisted down by Rodriguez. And another first down. That is a gain of, let's see, right at the line to gain, pretty close.
Well,
out taken by Nimitz.
And he had it to get. He just cut back, and he had guard tackle out front, and certainly had room to run, and just scraped back against that set block.
That's what Pearce has put together this year, following the win over Wiley, losing by 3. Could have won the game with Jesuit. They lose by 3. And then really taken to the woodshed by Richardson and able to escape with a 2-point win over MacArthur last week. 47 yards on this current drive that started at their own 25 for Pearce. That was a gain of 9, and so Jim said he had enough yardage, but then shoved back and bring up 2nd and 1. From the 28 of Nimitz. Straight ahead. First down yardage to the 20. Another carry tonight for Cole Morgan, the sophomore. Pearce with over 200 yards rushing last week.
Morgan just ran off tackle and had that wide open for him, and nobody on the second level.
Colton Waddle will keep it, 15, 10. It is first and goal. Ball at the 9. First and goal. J.J. Pearce came in averaging 19 a game. Most offensive points they have scored this year. From the 9, Morgan, a slant. Running room to about the 2. 73 yards on this current drive. Touchdown runs by Lambert. And a touchdown toss to Tate and Chikoski. Ball on the 3 inside of 6 minutes left in this contest. J.J. Pearce will pick up district win number 3, season win number 4.
You know, we talked about this. They're just playing their games out, seeing if somebody can help them.
From the 3 and over the double stripe, number 25, Cole Morgan. So the third different Mustang to score this fourth quarter. Number 80, hoping to tack on point number 69, Steven Gonzalez. And it is perfect.
The extra point is good.
And the lead now at 42.
Yeah, just really not much punch off the ball and nobody really in those lanes for Nimitz. And you got to wonder if the score's kind of weighing heavy on that defense now.
Yeah, that's kind of a reaction that, you know, it's I mean, you know the score, you know the game at hand, and some of these players that make the effort will certainly catch the eye of Coach Anthony Small. I mean, you don't want to give up entirely, but he's looking for kids that really want to deliver something here in this fourth quarter.
Well, and that's what you're looking for. You're building for next year. I mean, there's no positive. The season is what it is. There's no outcome that's gonna put you on a different trajectory. You want to see who's committed to performing the way that you want them to perform, and who's got buy-in on the offense and the defense, and who's long term going to be there, and where can I find support people underneath.
It's just like us in the booth. Who wants to perform here in the final quarter? You know, there is no give up here either.
Speak for yourself. I'm fighting allergies and they're winning.
Yeah, it is. It is drained on to some extent tonight. And here is the short directional kickoff and fielded at the 35. Davin Williams, the Mid-City Kitties and the Cardinals on Halloween night. Bring your own costume and give it all. Give it a All Hallows Eve performance tomorrow night. From the 35.
And just a note from the HR department, if you have to explain your costume, you shouldn't wear it.
You shouldn't wear it. Third possession for the Vikes at the 35. Out of the I formation, Javon Woolfolk in traffic and slides for a couple of yards. Clock moving inside of 3 minutes. Nimitz will fall to 0-9 overall, 0-6 in the district. Second and 8. Jalen Harris stacked up. Gets to the 42, needs 3 more yards for a Viking first down.
But if I'm Coach Small, I'm looking at what I have out of that backfield, and there's a lot of guys contributing tonight, and a lot of them are not seniors.
3rd and 3. Javon gets to the edge and then some. Crosses midfield, cuts it back against the grain, runs outside the numbers, inside the 25, and Javon Woolfolk will take it all away.
He has no quit in him.
Man, what's impressive run. Javon with a couple of touchdown runs in the first half and adds to the total here right at the end of the game.
Well, he had one tackler to beat, and he followed his block. He was patient. He waited back, waited for things to materialize, and then he exploded through it. And that's a mighty fast last 20 yards.
Extra point is good. So Nimitz on the board here in the 4th quarter. Another look at it. From 60 yards out.
There's your block right there.
Nice block. Nice take a wipeout block.
But he saw that coming up. He knew that was coming. He knew that cross route was coming into a block, and he was very patient on it and just exploded through it.
So Javon on homecoming night, senior.
His back pad on his shoulder pads is a Texas license plate.
Well, I saw, is it a TCU towel he has in the back? I saw a logo of some sort. And then what state is a license plate from?
It's a Texas. It's a Texas license plate. That's the most creative thing I've ever seen.
They're going to call it here as J.J. Pearce wins it 69-34. So they go to 3-3 and have a date with Berkner next week. Nimitz, as we said, in district play falls to 0-6. So that's how it ends. We'll be back with a post-game wrap-up and tell you about Friday night's game right after this final break. (69-34) your final on this homecoming night, October 30th. Well, Jim, it was Jeremiah Lyons with 5 touchdowns in the first half. He was a show for J.J. Pearce. He had a nice performance, really impressed by the sophomore quarterback, Kylo Lambert. And for Nimitz, you had Javon Woolfolk and Hornbuckle scoring touchdowns in this second half. But, you know, they played hard. And like you said, that it was some of the best football Nimitz has played midway in that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they pitched in and got it done. Just got steamrolled there in the latter part of the second quarter, but you know, solid football. They came out, they executed the offense. The defense got a takeaway. That's what you're supposed to do. Your defense needs to go out and back this offense up, and the offense needs to stay on the field and let that defense rest. And that was some team football. And if I'm Coach Small, I walk out of there and I go, okay, I'm gonna clutch onto that success, and I'm gonna build from that.
All right, tomorrow night, Halloween night, Irving MacArthur, coming off of a loss to J.J. Pearce, 30-28, will take on the Irving Tigers, coming off of a loss to Richardson Pearce. That'll be the menu for Halloween night. And that'll do it here as J.J. Pearce wins it running away 69-34. For Jim Dixon, our entire ICTN production crew, this is John Nelson wishing you the happiest of holidays, and we'll see you next year.